Sevilla. It's a bloody interesting one. They are the absolute kings of the Europa League. I mean, it bloody says it above my head in the club description. They won 3 consecutive Europa Leagues in 2016. But when it comes to the Champions League, Sevilla just haven't been able to get it done. But today, we changed that. We are going to take the Spanish club up a notch. We are going to take Sevilla from Europa League kings to Champions League kings, as today we rebuild Sevilla. But fellas, if you do go on to enjoy today's rebuild, make sure you leave a like on the video. Also, if you are new around here, make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen a rebuild video in the past, here are the rules. The objective of the rebuilds are to win the UEFA Champions League final. All games in the rebuild are simulated. We cannot use the new jump in feature in rebuilds. The Champions League final, however, must be played. And of course, do not get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. There's the rules and objectives. Now it's time to jump into the rebuild. This is our starting 11 for season number 1, and I mean, it's an interesting one. The way I look at it is half the squad are older players, half the squad are younger players, but for the most part, all of our older players, for the majority, are the higher rated players, and all of the young prospects are pretty low rated in comparison. Like, you look at Rakitic, Fernando, these guys are well into their 30s. Jesus Navas, 84 rated, the top player in the starting 11, is 34 years of age. So there's definitely some work we're going to have to do here if we want to not only remain competitive in season 1, but also build the foundations. We've got to find the perfect balancing act. I think what I'm going to do for season 1, or at least this opening transfer window, I'm going to put an emphasis on making a little bit of a younger midfield that can hang around this 80 mark, and also bring in a new goalkeeper. That's the plan, that's the objective, but let's crack on and see what we actually do. So our first signing at Sevilla is going to be for a new man in between the sticks. It is Alex Romero, a Spanish goalkeeper, coming across here for £23.9 million from Real Sociedad. And we have decided to part ways with our Argentinian midfielder Franco Vazquez, who is headed to Napoli for 8 mil. Sergio Escudero also out of the club. The Spaniard headed to PSG for £16.5 million. And Luke de Jong headed to Borussia Dortmund, the Dutch striker. We managed to get £22.4 million for him, so we're starting to acquire a decent amount of money in our transfer budget. I think that's the good thing about starting with a medium tier club. There's a lot of deadwood players that we can easily get out of the club to raise a lot more capital. Capital, that's what I meant to say. I don't know where the B came from. And now that we do have Romero, that means we are going to sell our goalkeeper Thomas Vaslic, headed to Fiorentina for £14.5 million. A new addition to the starting 11, however, Carlos Sola, the Spanish midfielder, joining us for £32 million from Valencia. And Fernando is out of the club. He is headed to Napoli as well. We managed to get £31.3 million for him. Don't ask me how. We almost managed to get double the valuation of a 33-year-old. But you know what? I am definitely not complaining about it. Another player headed to Napoli. We've got a little bit of an allegiance forming with them, but we have sold Alex Vidal to Napoli for 7 mil. Carlos Fernandez is also out of the club, this time though on a loan deal to Parma for the next 2 seasons. So there we go, lads. A pretty bloody full-on transfer window to kick off life here at Sevilla. And the good part is we've saved a little bit of money here. I want to see how the squad progresses if players like Rakitic continue to go down in overall. But we're going to have a lot of money still to spend in January, which is exciting. 2 players in, a whole host of players out of the club. And I'm interested and excited to see what happens in this first season. Just a quick little look at how the starting 11 is coming along after those player departures. Sola jumping into the midfield there, Romero into between the sticks. The rest of the squad sussing it out. Same with Navas. Got to see what happens with him. Let's just see what sort of a position we find ourselves in halfway through the season. Also, I should probably mention that technically we are able to complete the rebuild here in season number 1. We are in a Champions League group alongside Chelsea, Stade Rennais, and Vitesse. It's ironic that Chelsea have their former feeder club in the same group with them. There must be a rule against that, like how the Red Bull clubs can't play against one another. But regardless, I'm interested to see if we get out of this group and into the knockout rounds. Let's simulate in 3, 2, or 1. Yes, we do, fellas. Ourselves and Chelsea narrowly out of the group. I mean, it was clear to see Stade Rennais only finished 1 point out of the qualification, but Vitesse were just the absolute walking mats of the group. Don't care about what the other teams did though. All I care is that we have made it to the round of 16. Our hopes for a one-season rebuild are still alive. But they may have taken a big hit here as we are versing Bayern Munich in the Champions League round of 16. Pleasure. The goal for us needs to be qualification into the Champions League in terms of La Liga placements. Currently, we find ourselves in 6th position. Not the greatest start in terms of reaching our goals, but we are still well and truly alive and in contention on 33 points here. Pretty close to Sociedad and Barcelona, even Villarreal. It's still a wide open La Liga competition. I feel like the only signings I've been making in this rebuild have been for Spaniards, but we make another massive transfer here, and it's another transfer with Napoli. We have signed the Spanish midfielder Fabian, the midfielder coming back to his home nation for £68.5 million. So there we go, just the one signing of Fabian here in this transfer window, but my word, what a massive addition to our midfield he is going to be. Fabian and Carlos Sola together hopefully can form something awesome. But here we go, fellas. It is time for Champions League knockout round football as we travel here to Germany, traveling to Munich to take on Bayern, the current reigning Champions League winners. We need an away goal on the board, that is obvious. We're going to simulate the first leg here against Bayern, and we don't get a bloody away goal. We win 1-0, which is great, but no away goal on the board is upsetting. It's a 1-0 loss, but we're still alive and kicking in the tournament, I would say. Gonna need a big second leg here, however. If Bayern Munich manage to get themselves an away goal, then we're virtually up shit creek without a paddle. But if we can get ourselves the goal and keep a clean sheet, then the game is just wide open. Regardless though, we're gonna simulate it here as we are back in Seville. And the scoreline against Bayern Munich is going to be a 2-1 loss. Bayern Munich through to the quarterfinals, 3-1. We're eliminated out of the Champions League here in Season 1. Disappointing, lads. I am very disappointed. We were keeping pace for the most part, at least up to the halfway point of the season. But the clubs have just blown us out of the water here. We end up finishing in 6th position, so we get Europa League football next year. But Villarreal, 20 points ahead of us. The gap between the top 4 and top 5 really to the rest of the table, astronomical. We finish in 6th. Barcelona win another La Liga title, but I'm disappointed with the gap. At the other end of the table, however, it is Elche, Osasuna, and Cadiz all in the relegation zone. Eibar managed to take down Real Madrid to win Copa de España. Things you didn't expect to see. But we have managed to get our hands on some silverware here in our first season of charge of Sevilla. Ironically, we were able to beat Bayern Munich at the start of the season to win the UEFA Super Cup. And Bayern Munich ended up going on to win the Champions League this season. Or sorry, finish runners-up in the Champions League. But that still makes me feel a little bit better about how we went. Atletico Madrid, however, coming away as Champions League winners. And Marseille have taken down Arsenal to win the Europa League. But there we go, lads. That is season number 1 done and dusted here with Sevilla. An okay season. Not the greatest, not the worst. But we need to make sure we get back to our best in season 2 and qualify for bloody Champions League football. So here we go, season number 2. It begins with a player departure, similar to season 1 to be honest, but it is Yassine Bonu headed to West Ham United for £7.2 million. And Nemanja Gudel is headed to Atletico Madrid, the Serbian midfielder whose last name I definitely just completely butchered, is headed there for £16.5 million. Also decided to sell one of our backup centre-backs, Sergi Gomez, who is headed to Benfica for £10.5 million. But we have decided to upgrade on Jesus Navas. It's our 4th bloody Spanish signing. I've got to chill it out. But Alvaro Odriozola is making the move from Real Madrid. We are signing him here at Sevilla for £25 million. This was a transfer that I was a little bit up in the air about. I needed a little bit more money into the club to make some more big signings. we've decided to sell Yusuf and Nesri, a guy that has been pretty good for me in rebuilds in the past when I've signed him. But we have sold Yusuf to Ajax here for £29.5 million. And Ivan Rakitic out of the club, off to Lazio for £7.8 million. I know it's so much cheaper than we could have got, but I couldn't get anything more than that. It was so frustrating. And there it is. It is a massive addition to our attack. He's lighting it up at Liverpool at the moment, but we have decided to sign Diogo Jota from Liverpool for £44 million. Welcome to Sevilla. And Lucas Ocampos, he is out of the club as well. We've managed to get bloody £53.2 million for the Argentine. That is absolutely ludicrous in my opinion. Another player out of the club, however, it is Ibrahim Amadou, headed to Lazio for 9.7 mil, linking back up with Rakitic. Let's go, lads! What a signing! It is Martin Ødegaard into the club, into Sevilla to completely revolutionise this season. The Norwegian attacking midfielder is signing here from Real Madrid. We weaken a title challenger, a title contender for £80 million. Welcome to Sevilla, Martin Ødegaard. It is all bloody happening in this transfer window, lads. Suso also out of the club. The Spaniard headed to Frank Lampard's Chelsea, headed to Stamford Bridge for 53.5 mil. And we have decided to sell Jesus Navas. He was rapidly decreasing in overall. We've sold him to Hertha Berlin for 24.2 mil. We splashed the cash once again, lads, going absolutely off the rails in this transfer window. Ferran Torres joining us. He's back in his home nation of Spain, signing from Manchester City for £80 million. We definitely overpaid slightly, but I think it's going to be worth it in the next season. But there it is, lads. An absolutely ridiculous transfer window there. £229 million of player into the club. £212 million worth of player out of it. Absolutely ridiculous. Probably broke a bunch of transfer records for Sevilla. But I'm so excited to see what this side can do. Surely we have got to be a title contender now. And surely we have got to be a contender in our favourite competition, the Europa League. I mean, here is the squad now. The squad growing quite nicely together. It's obvious certain areas need to improve a little bit more. Certain players need to kick up their growth just a little bit. But this is a brilliant foundation here in Season 2. We've got a strong bench, a strong starting 11, and hopefully that is all going to convert into a strong season. Bloody hell, lads. What is going on here? This is not good at all. We are currently coming 7th in La Liga. 7th. The goal needs to be Champions League qualification. Luckily, we're only 4 points away from 4th place Real Sociedad, but we can't get into that complacent mindset. We know how close we were last season, and we know how that turned out. We need to kick things up a notch in this second half. So we're going to get back to business here. Ronnie Lopez, you're out of here, mate. Ronnie Lopez off to Old Trafford. £39.1 million. You know what? I'm happy with that fee. This was a move that I've been debating a little bit. No denying that Marcos Acuna is one of our star players, but we can't win the Champions League this season. He's 30 years of age. I could stick with him for another year or two, but we have decided to sell the Argentine here to Brendan Rodgers and Leicester City for £50.9 million. That's going to open up the opportunities for us to make a massive replacement. And there it is, lads. Replacement secured. It's another Spaniard coming back to La Liga. Alejandro Grimaldo, the Spanish left back, joining us here from Benfica for £69.5 million. But that's not where the business ends. Joan Jordan linking back up with Ronnie Lopez, signing at Manchester United as well there for £30.4 million. We're really shaking it up, lads. We are not here to mess around. Diego Carlos, he's out of the club. We managed to get £62.4 million for the Brazilian defender from Atletico Madrid. On the surface and short term, it's a pretty bad transfer from our standards, but I want to use that money and invest in a world-class defender moving forward. I mean, 85 is world-class, but in terms of FIFA, being 28, I want to go for somebody that's the 87 or above in an ideal world. Let's go, lads. We have got our man. It is Aymeric Laporte, 89 rated, the French defender. We've absolutely spent the bag on him. £125 million for the Frenchman. That is just an absolute monstrosity of a transfer there. But I'm so excited to have him back in La Liga. Not at Athletic Bilbao, but at Sevilla. America Laporte, welcome. There we go, lads. I feel like every single transfer window here at Sevilla has been pretty damn right chaotic. Maybe not last January, but besides that, it has just been absolutely ridiculous. Hopefully, bloody hopefully, this business is enough to get us into the top 4 at the end of the season. But let's just go suss it out. Get in there, lads. 4th position with Sevilla. We have qualified for the Champions League in season number 3. Definitely not even close to the title race here. Real Madrid, 18 points ahead of us. They win at La Liga this season, but we edge out Real Sociedad on goal difference to qualify for the Champions League. Beautiful stuff. At the other end of the table, however, it is Huesca, Zaragoza, and Mallorca all relegated. We lost Copa de España this season. Would have been nice to get some more silverware into the club, but we have lost 2-1 to Real Madrid. Liverpool have taken down Atletico Madrid to win the Champions League here in Season 2, and we couldn't retain our crown as European or Europa League champions. Spurs have come out and taken down Manchester United. We made it so bloody close though. We lost to Tottenham in the semi-finals, so we lost the winners. What a bloody season from Meunier, however, 30 goals and 10 assists for our striker. He's gone up +4 overall into an 85 overall. That is absolutely ridiculous there from Meunier. Ferran Torres, what a start to his life at Sevilla as well. 23 goals, 11 assists. 14 for Jota, 15 and 10 for Erdegaard. The lads are killing it. But that is season number 2 done and dusted. We may not have won the Europa League, but we achieved our goal for this season, and that was re-qualification into the Champions League. So here we are in season number 3, and I honestly want to have a red hot crack at the Champions League this season, so we are going all out. We've started off, we've sold Carlos Soler here, someone that I honestly expected to do a little bit better and become a Champions League winning player for us, but we have sold Carlos to Barcelona for 31.3 mil and replaced him with a world-class midfielder, or at least someone that's on their way to becoming a world-class midfielder. It is Tanguy Ndombele, the Frenchman, joining us here from Lyon. £67.7 million to sign him. Absolutely huge addition to the midfield. Also decided to sign a backup goalkeeper here. It is Gauthier Lassonnière, £20 million for another Frenchman into the club. Signed him from Real Sociedad. So there we go. Not the most insane of transfer windows, but we've got some quality business done. Got the business that I think we necessarily needed to make done and dusted. Got a little bit left over in the bank. Suss it out how we're going in January, but Champions League football here once again in season 3. The growth of this side has just been absolutely mental though. I think really the only players that, like for me, the benchmark, I feel confident about going on a Champions League run when everybody in the starting 11 is 85 rated or higher. That's sort of my benchmark. So going on that logic, I'm like, okay, Odriozola and Ndombele are really the only players that I'm super worried about growing this season. Once they get to 85 or higher, you just fly. You just absolutely fly from there on. So fingers crossed that logic can come true once again. But we are in the Champions League, so let's go suss out our group. Bloody hell, that is a good group. Lyon, Dortmund, and Rangers. That is an absolutely mental group there. We're going to have to be on top of our game. There are no easy results in that group. Even Rangers, you would say they're the weakest side in the group. They're killing it in real life at the moment, and they've got some absolute beasts on career mode. So fingers bloody crossed we can get out of this group and get ourselves into the knockout rounds once again. Okay, maybe the group wasn't as difficult as I first expected. Ourselves and Dortmund go undefeated and are comfortably through to the Champions League round of 16. We've finished second in our group though, so hopefully that doesn't mean we have a tough opponent in the round of 16. Rangers, bottom of the group. Lyon, only 4 points for them, which surprises me. But let's go suss out who we've got in the round of 16. We have got the side that eliminated us from last season's Europa League. It is Sevilla versus Spurs. This is going to really test the barometer and see what sort of a side we are. Things are going to plan, though, in La Liga at the moment. The goal with La Liga, top 4 qualification year after year after year. But right now, we find ourselves in 3rd position, only 4 points away from 1st placed Atletico Madrid. And what, 8 points ahead or 9 points ahead of 5th placed Athletic Bilbao? So that gives me confidence. Going to sign ourselves a backup defender though. Need to get the bench up a little bit here. We have decided to sign Yere from Southampton, signing the Spanish defender for 43.6 mil. So there we go, lads. Just the one signing of Yere who can really help future-proof this side in case of injuries in the Champions League. I'm hopeful. I wouldn't say I'm fully confident. I think I'll be a little bit more confident after this Spurs game if we manage to beat them. But I'm hopeful we can go on a deep run in the Champions League this season. Let's just face the facts, take on Tottenham, and see what we're really made of. Alright, lads, we are at home here for the first leg of this Champions League round of 16. We need to keep a clean sheet. We need a dominant performance here. Really want to set it up for the strong second leg away at White Hart Lane. We're going to simulate the first leg here. And the scoreline is a 1-0 win. Are you kidding me? Are you taking the piss? 1-0. Domenico Berardi gets them an away goal. That hurts. Yeah, lads, we're in a tough spot. They have an away goal on the board. We're going to have to get ourselves at least one away goal and hope that it's like a 1-0 or a 2-0 result. 2-1 even would get us through, but we just need goals. Goals galore for us is exactly what we need. We're going to jump into the second leg here, away at the Tottenham Stadium, away in North London. The scoreline is a 3-0 win. Oh my God. We got, so Carlos Fedez, or whatever his name is, got us an away goal in the 72nd minute. And then Martin bloody Odegaard has turned into a beast in the second half, or in extra time, I should say. Gets 2 away goals in extra time. We win 3-0. That's massive. Let's go. The FIFA gods just want to keep throwing our old foes at us, don't they? It's the side that eliminated us in season number 1. It is Bayern Munich in the Champions League quarters. All right, so here we go. We have the first leg here at home. Obviously, you guys know that I want to be keeping a clean sheet in this first leg, and that would be ideal. I mean, away goals have been the bane of my existence in terms of conceding them, but we're going to simulate the first leg here, and the scoreline's a 2-2 draw. I mean, I'm happy we're equal, but I'm also a little worried because 2 away goals can prove, like 1-1 draw, we get eliminated. 2-2 draw, we go to extra time, but we're going to have to outright win or score 2 goals in the second leg. So it's not ideal, but we're still alive. Deep breath, lads. Come on. We've taken over one of the sides that got the wood over us in Tottenham. Now it is time to bury another rivalry here as we face Bayern Munich, the second leg away at the Allianz Arena. This is where we fell down last time. We're going to sim the second leg, and the scoreline is a 2-1 win. Let's go. We're through to the Champions League semi-finals. Come on, Sevilla. Let's go. 4 teams remain, 3 of which are Spanish, 1 English, but we are facing off with Barcelona in an all-Spanish Champions League semi-final. Okay, the first leg is away at the Camp Nou. Not an easy place to travel in the slightest. You guys already know we are searching for away goals on the board. Let's not stuff around. Let's jump into the first leg here. The scoreline against Barca is 2-2. Come on. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. 2 away goals on the board. Everything I see against Bayern Munich in that first leg can be reversed and put onto us now. We missed a penalty though with Ferran Torres, which definitely hurts, and he got subbed off 2 minutes later. But we go up 2-0. We've got the away goal advantage. A clean sheet gets us to the final. But fellas, we are going to watch through this second leg. The stakes are so high against a pretty good Barcelona side. Come on, lads. Ball being played around here. It's in the box. And we're going to score! Munir! Perfect start! A second goal would be absolutely brilliant. We're in the box again here! How have we not gone and scored a second goal there? We've got the corner here, lads. We're going to swing that one in there. It's going to go over. Cleared. Oh, come on, put them to the sword. Fabian going in there. Ball across the face. Get the follow-up. Oh, save from Stegen. But it's all good, lads. We are headed to the Champions League final. 3-2 on aggregate against Barcelona to face either Real Madrid or Liverpool. And our opponent for the Champions League final is going to be Liverpool. If my memory serves me correct, it's a replay of the 2016 Europa League final, I think. I think it was 2016, but we are versing Liverpool in the Champions League final, looking to take us from Europa League kings to Champions League kings. Taking a look around the other legs or the other tournaments, however, and it is PSG beating Nice in an all-French Europa League final. We finished second in La Liga, have not got our hands on a title in La Liga yet, but we have qualified for the Champions League in season number 4 if we don't manage to take down Liverpool tonight. And in the relegation zone, however, it is Osasuna, Leganes, and Elche all relegated. We managed to win Supercopa this season, however, taking down Real Madrid 1-0 and getting our hands finally on some more silverware. But it is Real Madrid absolutely destroying Osasuna 4-0 in the Copa de España final. But lads, here is a look at our squad report ahead of the Champions League final against Liverpool. Very interested to see how the lads perform on the field. They've certainly been stepping up and getting it done off the park. We've built an absolutely ridiculous side here. The starting 11 is so good. And there's a lot of players that I haven't had the opportunity to use this season, nor did I expect to be having the opportunity to use. I mean, you look at someone like Meunier, bagging in goals for fun, growing like an absolute maniac. I'm so excited to see how he performs, but it's showtime, lads. It's the Champions League final, Sevilla versus Liverpool. Let's have at them. It's a huge bloody test, but what a moment it is. Sevilla versus Liverpool. Let's make Sevilla European champs. Let's go, baby. Good win there. Come on, lads. Counter-attacking time. Potentially Ferran Torres taken out, but it doesn't matter. Meunier. Jonathan Task caught up to him. Meunier on the angle. Oh, he still does it. Meunier across the body. We've taken the lead here in the Champions League final. They take out Ferran Torres. They catch up to us. They close the angle, but it's not enough. We have the lead. Mane. Oh, I shouldn't have overcommitted there with Odriozola. Sadio Mane. Just defend. Oh, Mane's just an absolute problem to carry. Of course. That was so bad on my behalf. That is so bad on my end. Ndombele, I swear he gave away the penalty when Spurs played Liverpool, but it's a bloody penalty. Which way are you going? Which way are you going, Salah? You've got nothing, brother. You've got nothing! What a save! Let's go! What a save! They can... Oh, we've guessed the right way. Oh my god, now we might be on the counter-attack. Odriozola, just beaming. We've got the numbers. I'm trying to think about who to play this through. We're just going all the way with Odriozola! Oh my god, that would have been one of the greatest goals in Champions League history. He's basically done a 100-meter sprint there. Do not allow them away back into this game before half-time, though. We've already saved the bloody penalty. Mo Salah going through. Good save, Romero. Just defend. Mane again, swinging that one in. Headed away. Nicely won. Oh, they get there first. Just get rid of it, Grimaldo. Bloody hell. Good. Get rid of it now. Oh my god, another counter-attack. Oh, what is that defense? What is that? Van Dijk's frozen. Jota. Against his former team. Come on, mate. Jota! 2! Counter-attacking Kings, baby! What the hell was Virgil van Dijk doing there? Man got stage fright. They're looking for a way back into this game. There's still a bit of time for them here. Mane down the line. Get that one away. Good. No, it's out to Salah again. Salah. Easy save there for Romero. Let's look for an option down this left-hand side. Grimaldo. Going there. Look how much... Oh, it was Oxlade Chamberlain. I thought it was Van Dijk again. Ndombele, though. We've got the numbers. Come on, lads. We're all over them. The sweaty goal opening up. This is brilliant. Ndombele through to Erdegaard. He ices it. We are so good on the counter-attack. We've had 3 opportunities all game, it's felt like. And all of them have been counters. We are so bloody good at the drawing and passing. Erdegaard is going to get us a Champions League title. Let's go, fellas. The full-time whistle is blown. And we have taken down Liverpool here. We have, I wouldn't even say we dominated Liverpool. I mean, they had more opportunities. We saved the bloody pen off them. We just killed them on the counter. And Sevilla, we are Champions League winners. Lads, if you enjoyed today's rebuild, make sure you leave a like on the video. Subscribe that subscribe button. Scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. Enjoy the title celebrations. It's an extremely deluded Jared HD here. I'm out. Peace.